my nose. Give me a highlighter. Today's 12/2.
Hey, we gotta make sure we do a better job of getting this frame. I feel like
I think we need to play with the
the computer again, the
computer
laptop again.
again, the laptop.
But we need to play with the iPad again.
Or better yet, we need to just set a room up
We
like a
do.
studio.
We need to get that
So
big monitor, the one that turns, the one that's um yeah, we gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, hey. Hey, Wanda Briscoe. Hey, everybody.
how's it going, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, Regina Boyd. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, uh, Venkia. Hey, Keisha Bell and Shanae.
That's what's up. Thank you for spending this evening with us.
Where's my chapstick? I mean, not my chapstick, my lip gloss. Because my lips be dry. Oh, there. Whoa, I knew you were going to do that.
My bad, but I found it. There you go.
Sorry, y'all.
I just knocked my phone over.
Sorry.
But I found it. But I found it.
Thank you, honey. Hey, everybody.
Man, oh man, I like the lives, and we almost need to do more lives.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather do the live and talk about a topic than actually do a video and talk about a topic.
Y'all, can y'all hear us? Okay, I see hearts. Can y'all hear us? Did we knock out the sound? Lassie, is that your name? Lassie? Yeah, I think that's that's a constant prayer. Everybody on this channel, 90% of the people on this channel. Okay, but we got you. We got you. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool. All right, y'all.
Yes, yes, yes. We want to thank you guys for hanging out with us this evening. For those of you that this is your first time, we are Terrence and Jill, a
Yes.
God-Ordained union. We've been married now very, very close to 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
We just got a couple more months.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be celebrating that 4th-year anniversary. But we are here to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to help increase a God-Ordained union. To help you find the person that God has for you.
Yes.
Not just anybody, but the person God has for you.
Yes.
We're here to celebrate you. We are here to root you on. We're here to be your cheerleaders. We're here to let you know that you're not crazy, that you're not by yourself, that you're not the only one that's going through what you're going through, that's thinking the way that you're thinking, letting you know that you're not too old, letting you know that God hadn't forgot about you, that he hears your prayers and he answers them, and to let you know that God ordained marriage.
Yes. Can y'all hear? Somebody said they can't hardly hear you. Can y'all hear him? Let me pull it up a little bit. Oh, okay. Yep. So
Is
welcome
the
to our
volume up on
channel.
the phone?
Baby, that's your phone. I don't know. That's your phone.
There
Oh,
you
there
go.
you
I
go.
told you my phone stay on vibrate.
Okay. Can you hear us now? He turned up the volume. Okay. All right, y'all.
Yes.
Welcome to our channel. Let me tell you something. If you're on this channel, what we do here, we encourage those who wants to be married. So if you got an issue with it, if this ain't the channel for you. Cause we praying for you. We believe that two together are better than one. We were both successfully single, but I'm gonna tell you, it goes to a whole nother level when you with your person. And so that's what we do on this channel. We are encouraging those who want to be married. We know what it is to be in the waiting room. We waited for a long time.
Yes.
And so yeah, as soon as I can't even really tell you what happened. All I know is that it happened, and it can happen for you too. There's nothing that we did differently. There's nothing that we did differently. There's nothing. Your person, God has your person as well. And so you need to know that, and you need to stand firm on that. I was going to share a testimony, but I'll share it in a week. Just so you know, the private group is meeting tonight. So those of you who are in the private group, we are meeting at 8 p.m. tonight. And so we look forward to seeing you all there. Those who are in the group, if you want to join the group, you have time to join us. After you join, because it's $11 per month, but after you pay the money to join, it's going to send a password or whatever to your email address. When you go back to the website, up in the corner where it says log in, if the icon does not change from a pointer to a finger, if you click it, it's going to say you don't have access. Make sure your pointer transitions to a finger, and then you click it, and then it'll let you log in. So just so you all know. Also, today is Giving Tuesday. Those of you who's been rocking with us know that we have a nonprofit, the Terrence and Jill Smith Foundation. And so we are bringing awareness to loneliness and social isolation. We did a video on it on Sunday. And so we talked about loneliness and social isolation. And so next year the plan is we want to do three things next year. We want to, of course, have more social events, and we never want to charge for our events. We want to have a walk as one of those social events. We also want to fund projects. We want to fund projects. So those of you who have projects that are targeting loneliness and social isolation, trying to help those or combat the epidemic, we want to fund. So we want to we want to grant. We want to make three grants. And so, for instance, there's someone that we know who is writing a children's book about loneliness, and so we're probably going to explore funding her project. And so, children dealing with loneliness. So anything about loneliness and social isolation, we want to do it with something else. More social events. Uh, how did it slip my mind that quick? It's three targets we wanted to do. Anyway, you can go to our website. It is Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday happens once a year. It's the Tuesday after uh, Thanksgiving, and unfortunately, is after Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So, if you have a few dollars left and you want to make a donation, given those year end, those last minute donations for your donation is tax deductible. We invite you to plant into good soil. And so you can go to our nonprofit's website, the tjsfoundation.org. The tjsfoundation.org. Yes, we are a 501c3 tax exempt nonprofit organization. All right, got that out the way. Private group is meeting right after this. It's Giving Tuesday.
Mhm.
We need to talk about something which sparked the title. We saw a study that is floating around social media. Now, someone said that it was a study from eHarmony, and we cannot substantiate that. And so we can't say that they made the study or they conducted the study, but there are enough sites that are reporting this, and so the what is being reported is that how long on average does it take a man to know if he wants you to be his wife. And so the study is saying that the average is 172 days. And so 172 days is 5 months and 20 days. So some of it is fluctuating between 4 and 6 months, but the average they're saying is 172 days. And so we want to talk about this because what happens is that even though he may know, he may not tell you. And so you need to up your emotional intelligence as well as your nonverbal communication skills. This is the time that you listen, you be patient, watch what you say, observe, and listen. And so this man is going to tell you what usually happens because again, we may not know, he may not tell us in those 6 months, but something happens to him. And I'm gonna move over so because they gonna probably want to see. Can y'all still hear us? Want to make sure because I want to make sure that the I want to make sure y'all hear us. Y'all drop hearts or something if y'all hear us.
Well. So, the first thing I'm going to say is this. At that particular moment, the two things you need to really do is start to pay attention to what you see and what you hear. Why am I saying this? Because there's some things that the guy has probably said to you up to that point that could have left you confused, could have left you wondering what exactly is he really trying to say. And all of a sudden now, his verbiage is going to change. Okay, why? Because he knows you're the one. So he's going to start talking about the future. And it might be something that you guys have already been doing. But if you listen carefully, you're going to hear him start to include you in his future. Something that he may not have done when y'all first met. Something he may not have done a month ago before he learned this, that you're the one for him. So if you really want to know, you have to start paying attention. So when these subtle changes come, you can recognize them. And here's the thing, and we're not sharing this with you so you can try to call them out. Oh, you think I'm the one. No, that ain't what we're doing. What we're doing is sharing this with you so you can actually get some security in knowing that he's including you and he's looking at your future, whether he told you or not. So this can prayerfully reduce a little stress, a little anxiety, give you a little peace while you're still, doing your growth and still getting to know him. But right now, he knows you're the one. So guess what he's doing? He's going to start changing his verbiage a little bit. He's going to start including you in his talk. And you're going to hear things like he's going to say, when we. He ain't gonna say when I go do this or when I go do that. He's gonna be like when we. He's gonna start saying things like next year we should, next year we need. He's going to start saying things like that to say, okay, so now he's seeing me around next year. No, he's seeing you around long term, or he wouldn't even be doing it. Okay, he wouldn't even say that if it was just this is long term. He's looking at you to be his wife. So that's what he's going to start sharing with you. Okay, and he's going to start talking about future, such as what y'all's house may look like, what neighborhood you want to live in, or he might want to live in, and things like that. So you have to start paying attention because these things are going to be subtle. It might be while you're watching TV. It might be why you were talking about something else and all of a sudden the subject changed and he kind of threw that in there because at the end of the day, what he's not doing, the only thing he's not doing on purpose is not telling you. He's not trying to hide this from you. So when he starts to change, you're going to have to know him well enough to know that the things that he's doing isn't the same as they were last month or 2 months ago. You're going to have to recognize that, okay? The second thing he's going to do is his priorities are going to change. And as his priority change, he's going to start making more time for you. He's going to start.
You're going to be his priority.
Yeah. You're going to be his priority. So what he's going to do is there's some things that he used to do that he's going to start putting on the back burner and start making that time for you. He's going to start including, hey, what you doing this weekend? Oh, you know what? Well, do you mind if I go with you? Well, I was going to do this. You want to come with me? Things that he normally wouldn't have invited you to, he's going to start inviting you to. He's going to start doing things around the house so he can spend more time with you. Okay? It may even be to the point to where he used to hang out with his buddies on the weekends and they used to go do things. Now he's going to tell you that his buddies are going out to hang, but he ain't going. Now I'm gonna chill with you. I'm gonna stay home tonight. We just gonna kick it. You want to order out, whatever. So yeah. So know that. Now he's also gonna do this. He's also gonna cut any type of behavior that don't align with building a family or getting married. So you have to watch for that. Because sometimes that might be the biggest thing you're going to see. Okay. So when he's telling you he ain't going out with the fellas, he's cutting these bad habits. So that might be an easy telltale sign just because you know that was a big deal for him a couple weeks, a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. All right. Number 3, he's going to start introducing you to family and his really real close friends. Now, I get it. I know what you're thinking. You're both probably doing that a little bit. But here's the thing. When guys have a clique that they hang with, these guys are their ride or dies. These guys, they hang, they do a lot of stuff together. A lot of times they don't introduce their woman to the group until they know they're serious about her. And know that she's starting to mean more and he's starting to plan for the future. So now he feels okay to introduce the guys because he knows he's going to introduce you today and then you're not going to be there tomorrow. So that's a big sign when he starts to say he wants to introduce you not only to his family, but to his best friends. So be looking for that one. Now, number 4, this is going to be kind of awkward, but he's going to start including you in the big decision making that he's been doing. Anything that comes up where he needs to make a big decision, where he used to do it himself and just kind of tell you, yeah, I'm going to do this, or I decided to do that, he's going to start including you in those decisions.
Yeah, your input.
So your input, your advice, he may even ask you for the advice before he even make the decision. You're going to start having some input, okay? So definitely be looking for that one. And then here's something that's going to be so obvious, but you should see it right off the gate. He's going to start working on himself. What I mean by that, he's going to start working on the things that he's heard you correct him on, whether it's his communication, whether it's his patience, whether it's him starting to focus on his personal goals, things that he's been wanting to do that he's been kind of talking about nonchalant. Now all of a sudden they're going to be serious and he's going to start setting goals and saying, yes, I got to do this. Or he may even put in there a date and say, I want to do this before New Year's, or I want to do this for the end of the year. I want to do this before that, whatever, whatever, whatever. So yeah, start paying attention to that, because that's letting you know he's picking the pace up a little bit. He's starting to hold himself accountable on some things so he can start getting himself to where he feels he should be before the wedding date, or before he even probably even before he even proposed, to let you know.
Right.
So be definitely looking for that, okay? Number 6, he's going to become more protective of you. He's wanting to make sure you're safe. He's not going to be controlling, but he's definitely going to be making sure that he's looking out for you to make sure you're safe. He's going to start standing up for you. Anybody say something, or even if you're out and about and somebody say something crazy, he's going to be more than willing to step up and say, no. That's my lady. What's up? He's going to step up and start protecting you. He's going to start considering things that you are interested in. That's a big one. Okay. When he starts to show an interest, a big interest in things that you're interested in that he wasn't interested in a month ago, that should be a green flag to you to say, whoa, okay, something's changed. We're up in the ante a little bit. We're getting a lot more serious. Now, here's a crazy one. When you two have a disagreement, he's no longer going to be trying to win the disagreement. He's going to be trying to preserve the connection that you two have. So even the way that he argues with you is going to change when y'all have a disagreement. Before, y'all can go toe to toe, tit for tat. You're going back and forth, back and forth. Now it's almost like he's holding back. Why? Because he don't want it to get worse. He wants y'all to stay in that zone where he knows y'all got this great connection. So you should be able to watch that. You should be like, oh, you holding your punches. Come on, man. Come on. But yeah, that should be a green light to you.
Green flag.
Green flag. Okay. Then he's going to treat you like home. What does that mean? He's going to relax around you. He's going to start really showing you who he is when you guys are alone and you're spending some time together, you're relaxing and everything. He's going to look at you as his safe place. And in doing so, you're probably going to see him do some things you ain't never seen him do before, which is he's going to start opening up emotionally.
And sharing some
He's going to share some stuff with you he ain't never shared before. And you're probably even going to look at him, depending on what he's sharing, like, what? Where's this coming from? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Because you're the one. You are the one. So he's starting to open up and sharing some things with you that he ain't never shared. Now, this is important. When he's sharing with you, there may be some things that he's going to share with you that's also going to be vulnerabilities for him. You have to show him when he's sharing that you're going to protect that vulnerability. Don't use it against him. Do not use it against him. He won't share nothing else ever. Ever. Mm-hmm. So just know he's going to start sharing some things, some things that, hey, he might even, shed a few tears with you. But I'm just saying he's going to get so emotional about some things. Now he's going to open up in ways that he ain't never opened up before. Why? Because he knows you're the one. Okay? Now, this right here is going to be something you're going to have to really pay attention to, because he might be a guy that was always consistent, and he may have always had integrity. But at this point, a lot of things that he says and his actions are going to really start to align more now because he's being intentional. There might be a time when y'all first meet where he's saying things, but he's doing things and you're like, those two don't kind of go together. But once he knows you're the one, everything he says from that point on is going to be intentional. and his actions are going to be intentional, which means they're going to start aligning a lot more. So when you start seeing some things, like I said, it's going to look like he's taking a step up. He's moving a little bit faster. He's showing you that he's precise in what he's doing. Yeah, you might want to take note of that. Now, this right here is the last one that I'm going to share with you on this, and I'm going to open it up for some questions. But he's going to start taking responsibility for you. And what I mean is, he's going to start checking in. And look, we don't care for checking in. We just go when we leave. We come back when we come back. But because you're the one, he's going to start checking in to making sure you're okay. But it's also because he knows you want him to check in so you can know where he is, know what's going on throughout his day. He's also going to start taking the initiative. He's going to start with the planning, doing a lot more planning with you, and maybe even making his own plans for you guys for the weekends, for particular holidays or what have you. He's going to start doing some of those things. I don't care to do that because I'm one of those guys. I don't care what I do. As long as I'm with my lady, I'm good. And then he's going to be looking to protect your well-being. He's going to be checking on you more to making sure you're good. Do you need to go out and get your nails done? Do you need a massage? Do you need some personal time where we just go do some stuff by ourselves, or do you need to go on a cruise? Because we can read the room and we can tell when it's time that our lady needs to go and be pampered or what have you. We can tell, and he's going to start taking care of those needs for you. So those are 10 things that you, as his new woman, now mind you, he may not have already told you. So these things I'm sharing so you can be paying attention to catch on to these things, so you can have the security of knowing that he's getting serious and he's putting you in his future, although he hadn't told you.
So the issue, ladies, this is the issue. The issue is that too many women try to coax the guy to this point. They try to question him to that point. They try to push him to that point. They try to persuade him, convince him. No. Fall back. And remember, you got choices too. You don't have to stick around for 172 days. You got choices too. But what happens too much is that the woman will push them quicker than the process takes. Or however long, I don't even want to say process, or however long it takes for him to get there naturally. And that becomes a turnoff. It becomes a real turnoff to a lot of men. So, yeah. That's the part. Yep. Some people do know on the first date. Some people do know. Some people do know. But I will say this, I'm gonna say it again and again and again. It's one thing. So if it's a long distance relationship and y'all never met each other, say y'all met each other on a dating site, it may take longer. But once he is in your presence, once he feels your presence, it don't take long after that. I'm not saying he's gonna give you a ring right after that. What I'm saying, it doesn't take him long to know. It does not take him long to know. He might not say anything to you. Oh, but you're gonna see some signs. You're gonna see some changes.
Yeah, and it's all about really being in the moment, so you can see these changes. Because the first of all you need to see is what he presents to you in the beginning, so you even know that there's something different about him 3, 4, 5 months down the line when these things start to change. But if you're not paying attention to him, now let me preface this with this comment too. There may be a situation where he sees you're the one and he's changing. and you still not sure if you want him to be the one, then you might not be paying attention to all these things. But if you're around a person, if you are truly around a person for 5, 6 months, you should be able to tell the difference when something isn't the same as it was 3 or 4 months ago. Because it's going to be consistent. It ain't going to be like he's going to do something every now and then. No, when he's changing his verbiage, it's obvious when a person goes from saying I, me to we, us. It's going to be obvious. So you should be able to catch on to those things. And like I said, it ain't something you got to throw in his face and say, oh, did you just say?
Right.
No, just note to self, he's including me. That is something to look forward to. Yes.
Yeah. Back to your point though, this is the thing. If you for the ladies, if you are talking to somebody and you know, because we're hearing this a lot, where women are saying, God said he ain't the one, or God said, this is what's happening. They're saying, God said that he ain't the one. Then why are you still holding on to the person? What is it that wants you to still, what's really going on? That if God said he ain't it, why are you still hanging on? So if you know that you know that you know that he's not the one, move out the way. Move out the way.
Because all you're doing is blocking yourself from the
You're
one that
blocking
God has
yourself.
for you. Although you're saying you want to meet the right one, but you're blocking yourself by staying in a relationship that God has already told you isn't the one.
Because holding on as friends is the most horrible excuse ever. No, we're just friends. We're just, you need something from that person.
Yeah.
You don't want them, but you need something from them. So, yeah, you have to let go. Faith move, letting go is a major faith move. Yeah.
Well, and it's different too. It's different if a person told you that somebody is the one or not the one. But if you're telling anybody else that God said this person isn't the one, then why are you still there?
Yeah.
If you truly believe that's who told you, you ain't got to tell nobody, just jet.
Right.
You ain't got to announce it to anybody. God told me. No, just boom. I'm being obedient. Boom. Bounce. Deuces. Holla. Whatever your word is, whatever your posture is, keep it moving.
Are you saying you're afraid to be alone? Or you're saying they're afraid to be alone?
Hmm. And and the question about, or the statement about consistency, as Jill said many weeks ago, be careful on what you consider consistency and what you don't.
And measuring a person's worth, character on them calling consistently, or yeah, I just don't believe that it's an accurate barometer for measuring the potential of the relationship.
And you want to be careful anyway because things have shifted. Since the pandemic, people's schedules, their jobs, a lot of things have changed. So, what might have been a normal consistency before the pandemic might not be the same thing now.
Yeah, yardstick. Thank you. It's not it's not a accurate yardstick. Hey from London, from the UK. Welcome. Yep, that's true. Yeah, consistency, that's a big issue for women because they think that him calling every single day is is showing that he wants them. And yeah,
You got to be careful.
you got to be careful when you say consistency. When I say consistency, I say that his actions, what not the it's the quality of him, not the quantity. I don't measure the quantity as consistency. So I look at his integrity. I look at if he says he's a believer, is he making faith moves? So I look at that as consistency. Is that consistent? His work ethic. I look at that. Is that consistent? My man get up and go to work every day, or this guy, I won't say my man. At that point, it was like this guy has a really great work ethic. That is consistency to me. I looked at other things as consistent because he was in the beginning. I wasn't his priority, and he wasn't my priority. That didn't come until months later.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
look, we met online. So we get what y'all are saying about online stuff being difficult. That's when you just have to understand, though, that you're looking for the one. So there's some things that you may not say you would do for everybody, but you would do for the one. So just keep that in mind, which is another reason why you want to be careful on who you tell what you're doing, your business and so forth, because that's where you can get in trouble. Because if you start listening to the wrong people, then they're going to start interfering with your relationship. And that can be a negative thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, his patterns with his that's a yes, that I look at too. His consistency, his behavioral consistency. Like he was never like after a certain amount of months that we were talking and getting to know, he never changed his demeanor. He was always consistent with his demeanor. He was always consistent with how he approached me. He all it was always hey did I tell he until this day he says to this day he says, did I tell you I love you today? Now, he might not say that phrase every single day. Did I tell you I love you today? He might not say that every day, but he's consistent. It still goes on since, since we,
4 years later.
yeah, 4 years. It's because it's consistent with that. So it might not be every day he says that. He says I love you every day, but he might not say that phrase every day. Did I tell you I love you today? So I look at things like that. His consistency with who he is, his character, his fruit. Is he consistent the way he talked to me? Does he talk to his sisters the same way? That's consistency to me.
Yeah. It would be harder for me to open the door for her if I didn't do it for everybody.
Exact.
Every
That's
woman.
consistency. Look at that. That's a good measure. If y'all go to a restaurant or wherever and he opens the door, is he keeping it holding it for everybody? That's consistency.
Yeah. Because if he's only doing it for you, then that means he's having to think. He's having to remind himself to do it. But if he's doing it for all the women, then that's something in his DNA. He's been doing that for a minute. That's
yes,
who he is.
Yes. 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 So him calling every day, that's feeding something in you that's probably off kilter. It's probably an emotional imbalance. If you need him to call every day, if you need him to call, no. Because I'm going to tell you something. Ain't nothing like missing a person. And you want enough space in there for him to miss you. You definitely don't want to call him. Because a lot of times, if we're not chasing these men with our, let me text him first. we're chasing them with our emotions. We're chasing them with our emotions. And so, yeah, be
And we need to
careful.
miss you.
Yes.
We need to miss you. The one thing you don't want to do early is to get him thinking she's crowding me. And
About
now
10
he's
more
starting to
minutes.
look for a way out. He's starting to look for an escape to get some space. Give him the space naturally, so he's calling you to say, hey, I miss you. You know what? Let's do this weekend. Why? Because he wants to spend some time with you.
Yep. Yep. Remembering your birthday. Exactly. Remembering even what you said. So if you said, next month, I'm going to my family reunion, and then a couple of days from your family reunion, you say, oh, you're going to your. So that's consistency to me, and that goes with him saying he's a good listener. So if he says he's a good listener, and then he listens to you, that's consistency to me.
See, that's the point. Somebody just asked if he really liked you, wouldn't he want to speak to you every day? No. No. That doesn't mean he doesn't like you.
My husband loves me, and we are not together every single day.
You got to understand that life is huge. And the one thing that keeps a person balanced is having diversity. And what I mean by diversity, some togetherness, some alone time, some this, some that. It ain't always the same thing. You don't want to get into a routine to where you're sitting there trying to control every single thing he's doing every second of the day because you are you don't have any security about yourself. Look, if you keep worrying about a guy calling you every day to prove to you that he cares about you, then you're going to get your feelings hurt a lot.
Yep. And again, calling every day does not say he likes you. It might say he needs you. It does not necessarily say he wants you. It could say he needs you, he wants you, and he like you, but he could not be the one. So you gotta, yeah.
Now, I will say this and this is going to contradict what I just said. On the flip side, I do want to speak to my wife every day.
Yeah, because okay, so Courtney did say she means seeing them or dating them. Don't you? So yes, because of course we see each other every day. We're married, but even when we were engaged and getting to that point, I think the issue is that in the beginning, it's like it's such a strong hold for women to require that in the beginning.
The problem is you're using it as a barometer to say, I need you to do this to prove something to me.
Yeah. Right.
He ain't doing it because he cares about you. He's doing it because he want to keep you quiet.
It's just like on another example. It's just like you saying, I need to have the password to his phone. You having the password to his phone does not mean that he ain't cheating. It doesn't mean, you know what I mean? It does not mean anything but for your security and your peace, this false sense of security and peace, you want the password because that's a way to control, and so him calling every day, it's like that's a way for you to control what he's doing, where he's at, and it says nothing.
If you focus on learning each other, if you focus on keeping God first and getting to know a person, he will want to spend more time with you naturally. Why? Because when he's around you, he feels closer to God because you have God in you.
Yeah, you spark something in him.
But if you make it uncomfortable for him to be around you, then all you're doing is increasing the odds that you two aren't meant to be together because he's going to be ready to bounce.
Yeah,
so,
that neediness is like an illness. Let it take its course. However, just let it play out.
Yeah, you don't want a shotgun wedding. You want somebody to want to marry you because they really want to marry you, not because they felt like they was forced into something prematurely, and they sitting there kind of with this puzzled look like, how did I get here?
Right. And I don't really want to be here. Because there are some men out there. Now we were having this conversation um with my sister a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's an unfair advantage because the way we the way I'm gonna say the way Terrence the way Terrence speaks to you all is, from a good guy point of view. But there are some guys that I've come across in my past, and that some of you are coming across, that's not good guys. They don't have good intentions. So they will try to wipe you in the first 3 days. They will try to be consistent. They will do everything that you want them to do as soon as you want them to do it. And you'll find yourself in a stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So when we say 172 days, this is an intentional guy. This is a guy that moves like he's playing chess.
That told you when he met you, I'm looking for someone that's going to be my best friend and then become my wife.
Yes.
He's letting you know his intentions up front.
Yes. Yes.
When I put my profile up, I made sure I said I'm a God fearing. I don't play games. Whatever. I didn't have time to allow people to come into my life and take my time, knowing that they didn't have the same interest.
So I read his profile, and I didn't have to, and to be fair, like the guys that came before Terrence, it was only two over a 20-year period, two others, they were good guys as well. So, I mean, they just weren't the one. But a good guy moves with intention, and you'll know immediately what they want. You could tell by their lifestyle. You know what they want. Wow. Oh wow. That right there, there's a red flag waving. Stop ignoring these red flags, y'all. Wow.
That's funny. I've never seen that before.
I've
I don't even
never.
know what that means. Making a woman carry the heaviest bags and I carry the lightest. That
Is that literal?
that's like an oxymoron to me. It's like that don't make sense at all to me.
Is that literal?
Matter of fact, if truth be told, I don't like my wife carrying bags. I tell her to get out my
I
way,
know.
and
I be
I
in the
take care of all the
way. I
bags.
be in the way. I was like, well, I'll carry the paper towels at least. Like I'll carry. Let me carry something. I
Yeah,
usually carry the eggs. I will carry the eggs because I don't want the eggs to be broken. But he was like, well, just take this bag. My husband will make 3 trips up and down these flights of stairs. That's consistency. That's consistency. All right. All right. Take your time. Regal butterfly. Take your time. Relax. Oh, they meant emotional or life baggage. Okay.
thank you for
Oh,
clarifying.
she said, is it a red flag for a man to initially have an attitude of if I marry, marry. If I don't, I don't. Uh oh gosh. I miss all that.
Let me share something with you about that statement. There are people, men and women both, that have had a bad experience in the past. And a lot of them haven't gotten over that yet. And you might meet somebody that has that type of mindset or that thought process. But here's something that you really need to grasp. And that is, even that person there who says, you know what, if I get married, I get married. If I don't, I don't. He might say that until he run into the right person. And then all of a sudden, he wants to get married. Why? Because it's the right person. So even when you meet people, and Jill has said this over and over again, just because a person isn't the right person for you, don't mean that they are that they're not a good person. It just means they're not the person for you. That's why if you understand what we're talking about and what your end goal is, then some of the decisions you make when you meet people that are not the one shouldn't be made by emotions.
Right. So this person said, you don't get bored with me.
I don't get bored with her.
Yeah, she said, so you don't get bored with each other or with each other.
No.
I think
I love being around my wife.
Yeah, he's really my best friend. But I think, so y'all see the relationship, us. A lot of our time together is business partners, prayer partners. So the dynamic. So we don't have the same.
Yeah, we wear different hats.
We don't have the same relation. We don't have the same. Y'all see the romance part, I should say. Yeah. So we have.
We have different positions that each of us take.
Yes, that's what I should say.
And so yeah, there's some days we're doing business stuff. Some days we're doing wife and husband stuff. Some days we're doing grandma and grandpa stuff.
Yes.
Some days, so we put on different hats. So we're not the same people, although we are the same people. We're not the same people every second of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that helps keep it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, he really is my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, we could still laugh and joke and have fun, and we share hobbies and interests we want to explore. And
we just bought a game so we can play.
Yeah,
we just bought a game a couple of days ago. We didn't even take it out the box yet, but we bought a game so we can sit here and play a game together.
Yeah, so. All right, we gotta get ready to jump off and go over to the private group. So if y'all got questions, and y'all in the private group, bring them over there.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So I know most of them are over there already. So I don't even think they get on the live anymore. They just get on at 8:00 in the private group. So yes, patience is the first characteristic of love.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely want to grow in your patience.
That's the game that we just bought to play.
Yes. All right, y'all. We'll see you all. Thank you so much. And thank you all for supporting our channel and all that great stuff. And thank you all for the first time viewers, Michelle from the UK and all you other. We thank y'all. We're super blessed. And thank you.
Yes.
Yep.
And remember, we're here for y'all.
Yes.
We're here to support you. So don't be strangers.
Yes, don't be strangers. All right, sending love. Y'all be blessed, all right? Bye-bye. Peace.